Hello children, it's spring and we're going to be doing some planting today. I'm going to try and plant some tomatoes. I've got the seeds here in a little egg cup. They're really tiny. Now earlier I took some pictures of the seeds next to a 1p coin, so I'll show you that now so you can see how tiny these seeds are. So the packet of tomato seeds has got the instructions on the back. I tore it up when I was showing you the seeds, so I'm going to put it back together and read it. It says, sow thinly, cover with a thin layer of compost. Now compost is this. It's crumbly and it's made up of plants which have rotted. Okay, they died a long time ago. And it makes this nice crumbly soil-like stuff. Now, so I need to put some compost in these trays here. And I'm going to press that compost down. That should be about enough. I need to leave some space at the top. Now next it's telling me to spread the seeds thinly. So I've got my seeds here and I'm going to sprinkle some in. I'm going to separate them out a bit. If they're too close together, they're not going to grow very well. There we go. Add a bit more soil compost, I should say, not soil, at the sides. And then I'll add a few more there. Now next this is telling me to put a thin layer of compost on the top, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to sprinkle a thin layer on. So you can't see those seeds anymore. And then it says to firm it down. So I'm going to press it down with my hand like that. I'm going to do the same for these other trays. I've got 3 trays here. I'm going to put the seeds in carefully. Trying to make sure that they're spread out a bit. And same here. Don't want to waste any. And then I'm going to cover these ones up with compost as well. Thin layer. So I can't see the seeds anymore. I like using my hands for this, it's nice and crumbly. Ooh. Press it down a little bit. Now, what do I need to do next? What do seeds need to grow? Can you tell your grown-up? Do seeds grow in the winter when it's cold? Or do they grow in the spring and the summer when it's getting warmer and warmer? Well, they grow in the spring and the summer. That it's spring now, and that's why I'm planting them now. There's more sunlight in the spring and the summer. The days are longer and the nights are shorter. So it needs sunlight and warmth. And what else do they need? If I leave them like this, will they grow? Need some water. So I've got some water somewhere. Here we are. Forgot where it was. And I'm going to pour the water on because it says to keep these moist. Moist means damp. Not too much water. Don't want them really wet, but they need to stay moist. And then it says what I need to do is put the lid on to keep them warm. So I've got some lids here, and I'm going to put them on top like that, and I'm going to take them inside, and we're going to have to leave them for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, and see what happens. And then hopefully they will sprout and grow into little tiny seedlings. Then we will put them in pots and we'll take them into school, and hopefully we will be back in school in time to see those tomato plants growing. We're going to do an experiment now. I want to find out what plants need to grow. Can you tell your grown-up what you think they need to grow? Well, let's see. Do they grow in the winter when it's cold, or the spring and the summer when it's warmer and warmer and then hot? Well, most plants grow in the spring and the summer when it's warm. What else do they need? They need the warmth from the sunlight. What else do they need? Do you think they need water? Shall we find out? What we're going to do is an experiment. And for my experiment, I need 2 pots. And I've got my compost. I'm going to add to my compost some soil. This is soil, comes from the ground. So I'm going to add that in. And then I'm going to mix it up. This is heavy. And here I have some sunflower seeds. Now, I made a little video, a close-up video of the sunflower seeds next to this 1p coin, so I'll show you that now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put soil and compost into my container, and at the moment, is it full or empty? It's empty, fortunately. So what I'm going to do is make it not full, not empty, not a quarter full, not a half full, but about 3/4 full here. So I'm going to put the soil and compost mixture in here. Now it comes to about here, so it's about 3/4 full. And I'm going to do the same with this pot. I'm firming it down a bit. Next, I'm going to put 2 holes in each one where I can put my seeds in. 1, 2, look like little eyes. Don't know if you can see that. 1 eye here, 1 eye here. do a smiley face next. Then I get my seeds, and I'm going to put 1, 2 in the holes there, and 1, 2 in the holes there. Now I've got 2 here and 2 here. How many have I got all together? What's double 2? If you don't know, get 2 in your head and then show me 2 fingers and count on from 2. What's 1 more than 2? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 seeds in here. Then I'm going to cover them all over with some more soil and compost. Not too much, but they need to be covered over, and then I'm going to firm it down. So I want to find out whether they need water or not. So in this one I'm going to put no water, and I'm going to write that here. No, tricky word. How to write the word no? Can you tell you're grown up? N, and try that again. N and O. Bit hard to see. I'm going to put different labels on later. I'm going to try it on this one. No, ooh, forgot. No water. Water. Can barely see that, so I'm going to have to make some new labels. So that's no water. I'm going to put a little cross there to remind me no water, okay? And in this one I'm going to put water, so I'm going to write water. Sound out water. Clap the beats. Water. First beat. War. What's the next sound? War. Is it E, A, or R? Or. So I'm going to write that. Or. Ter. What's the first sound in ter? And it's the that comes at the end of the word. I'm going to give that a little tick. Water's actually a tricky word. You write it W-A-T-E-R. But if you sounded it out using your phonics sounds like you've been doing in your phonics lessons, I would think that was brilliant. So, no water, and water in this one. I'm going to pour some water in. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them inside my house, and I'm going to keep them somewhere warm, and I'm going to leave them next to each other. And every day I'm going to give this one water. And do I give this one water? No, so it says no water. And we're going to wait, we'll leave it a little bit, and we'll come back and see what's happened to them. Can you tell your grown-up what you think will happen? We'll find out soon. We're going to do lots more experiments.